Hey, it's Joe with Home Equity Partner. I recently got an email from a client that I thought would be valuable to just answer live. I just copy and pasted the email through to this Google Doc and now I'm flipping on the camera. So I'm not really putting too much work into this, but maybe provide some clarity for some of you out there. So the prospective client opens with, "Good morning. I have a couple questions." Here we are. One, is this really a no credit check rent to own? Short answer is no, this is not a no credit check rent to own. We do check credit because the report itself tells us valuable information that helps determine your down payment. However, this will not impact your credit score. So you could pull up your banking app, you could look at Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and you're not going to see that Home Equity Partner made a hard inquiry and dropped your score, right? And the score itself, the FICO score itself, doesn't actually mean anything towards approval. Again, what matters to us is the information around, say, bankruptcies, evictions, collection items, judgments, liens, stuff like that. Okay. Next question. All I need is the down payment, or do I need a down payment and cash to close? So what I think this person means, because I get this question a lot, when they say cash to close, what they're actually referencing is closing costs. So closing costs on the actual transaction can be like anywhere from 1% to 2%, and we're typically asking for the seller to take care of all of it, a portion of it, or we're just owning it ourselves. There's been only a few cases in the past couple of years that I've seen that the closing costs have been shot down by the seller, and we've brought that to the client. You're given the option on whether or not you wanted to move forward at that point. Now, to answer the former part of the question, the first part, the down payment is due at closing on the home, and the first month's rent is as well. So cash to close, total cash to close, which you'll hear from us, is defined as the upfront down payment and your first month's payment due at closing. It is not the same thing as closing costs. Lastly, they say, the home shopping budget, can it be increased, or is that my set home buying amount? So this person had actually gotten pre-qualified with us first, meaning they just put in their name, phone number, email, answered a couple basic questions. We didn't look at documents, didn't verify anything. We just gave them a ballpark estimate, right? And then they can decide from there whether or not they want to move forward with the application. Whether you're pre-qualified or already approved with us, there are a couple things that we can look at to increase your home buying amount. One of them is increasing your income, right? Banks can be kind of finicky sometimes on counting all your different types of income. I say that we're much more fluid in that as long as it's traced to you in some capacity, we can count it. If you have a co-applicant, someone else that's making money that can add on, then great. That's probably the easiest way for us to get you increase in your home buying amount. The other option is looking at a larger down payment. Let's say our average is, around 10 to 11.5%. If you were pre-qualified for 250, that you're going to have to come up with 10 to 11.5%, but you want to see something closer to 325, then there's probably a world where finance is like, hey, for 15% down up front, we can get you into that 325 purchase price. There we go.